Hello, I'm Rachel, and thank you so much for your interest in our early payoff mortgage calculator with variable inputs. Now, the reason I built this calculator and why it feels so valuable is that it allows you to enter a different additional payment amount each and every month. If you're on a journey to pay off your mortgage, we all know that some months that additional payment might look different. And most calculators that you'll find out there in the marketplace just allow one input for that additional payment. And we all know sometimes that's not feasible. Sometimes you can't put the same amount towards your mortgage every single month. So this one is entirely custom. So when you download the spreadsheet, it will look something like this. And it may have amounts already in place, but don't worry, these are just placeholders for example purposes. And the nice thing about this spreadsheet is you only have to input a few numbers. Now, the ones that you do need is up here, you want to put in your starting mortgage balance. That's the mortgage balance as of your last statement, not the original mortgage balance, just kind of as of today, what does it look like? And here you're going to put in your current interest rate. And finally, your minimum mortgage payment. Now, with those three inputs in place, everything should auto-populate in the table below. So just a real quick explanation on these columns. Now, the date column, this one is empty currently, and it's formatted for you to put in the month and the year that you're starting your journey. So maybe that's September of 2020. You can put that here and then click and drag to complete the rest of the cells. But if you'd rather just kind of see how it looks in months, that's in the next column here. Now, the minimum column, that's the amount that you put in as your minimum payment. That should be the same all the way down. Next, it's calculating how much of that minimum is actually going towards your principal in that particular month. And in the next column, this is your interest. This is the portion of your payment that is only going towards interest and not actually being taken off of your balance. This one is going right in the bank's pocket. Now, the next column is any additional payment that you'll be throwing at the principal each month, which we have at 0 for now. And the final column is the balance that you can expect after you've made your minimum and your additional payment. Now, if you're just paying the minimum, you'll notice how small of a dent that you're actually making in your balance each month. And in this example, the balance doesn't go down past 0 until month 317, which is over 26 years if these are your particular numbers. And you'll see the cells automatically turn yellow once your balance is below 0. So if you want to pay off your mortgage early, you have to start paying more than just the minimum. And that's where that blue kind of extra payment column comes in. This column is the one and only that you will need to input any additional numbers into. So let's pretend it's month number 1, you're starting off on your journey, and you're able to throw an extra $1,000 at the mortgage. Fantastic. You'd put $1,000 into this cell here. Now, as you can see, it took $1,000 right off the balance because that entire additional amount goes towards your principal. None of that is interest. Now it's the next month. This month's a little bit crazy, so you weren't able to match what you put in last month. This month, we're just going to put $350 towards the principal. So that's what you would put here. But the following month, maybe you get your annual bonus at work and you decide to put the entire amount towards your principal. Let's say it's $10,000. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see that the mortgage is now paid off after 295 months. That's 24 and a half years. We took off a whole year and a half just with those 3 additional payments. Imagine what you could do with months and months of additional payments. So that is how the spreadsheet works. You can play around with this. You can put together numerous scenarios. Perhaps you even want to work backwards. Maybe you want to pay off your mortgage in 10 years. You can start to play with the numbers until the math works out. Or you can use this on a monthly basis to track your progress towards that mortgage payoff. Seeing the amount of money going towards interest will motivate you onward. Seeing that balance number dropping will motivate you. And knowing the math and knowing your path to get there will help you to pay off that mortgage early. Good luck!